Up until the 1930s, the United States maintained a small federal government that mostly focused on the limited number of things the Constitution authorized it to do. Americans were responsible for their own food, clothing, and shelter, and if they could not take care of themselves, they looked to their extended family, their neighbors, their churches, and local governments to give them a helping hand. Charity in America in those days did not mean the federal government compelling you to hand over some of your property to the state so the state could hand it over to someone else. Americans did not believe in spreading the wealth, they believed in earning it. The term compassionate conservative had not been coined. There was no federal welfare state before the 1930s. That year, according to historical data published by the White House Office of Management and Budget, the entire federal government spent only 3.4% of gross domestic product. Because federal tax receipts equal to 4.2% of GDP in 1930, there was a federal budget surplus equal to 0.8% in GDP.
Reclaiming my time for just a minute late, I would like to highlight what you said. Those numbers are absolutely shocking. 1930, you're saying the federal government was spending 3-point-something% of the GDP?
Correct.
Boy, oh boy, I bet you there's a lot of people that'd love to see us get back to that kind of a number. And the tax rate was 4%?
That's right. No, that what we brought into the federal government was 4.2% of GDP. Now, that could have been in addition to, well, mostly taxes, I guess. That's what it was.
Well, I sure appreciate your sharing that with us.